Let us do the grammar topic. Namapada. Namapada means nouns. As in English we have nouns. That is Namapada. And what is the definition of a noun? Anything which specifies a person or a place or a thing is called as noun. Similarly, the Kannada definition also has the same meaning. So, Obba Vyakti, Ondu Vastu. Obba Vyakti means a person, Ondu Vastu means a thing, Ondu Sthala means a place. Hesaragirabahudu. So, a noun can be a person or a thing or a place. Athava ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುವ ಪದವಾಗಿರಬಹುದು. Or it is specifying a group. ಗುಂಪು means group. ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಭಾವ, ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ, ಸ್ಥಾನ, ಅಳತೆ, ತೂಕ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುವ ಪದಗಳಾಗಿರಬಹುದು. So it can either indicate a person, a thing or a place or a group of things, or it can be an indication of swabhava means character, sankhya is the number, sthana it's the place in the number system, the place of that object in the number system. Alate, measurement, like how big it is, what is the size of it. Tuka, how much it weighs. So these kind of indication, the words which indicate all these characteristics can also be a noun. So avugalannu ನಾಮಪದಗಳೆಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತೇವೆ. So this is the definition of a noun. So anything which indicates a person, a place or a thing or a group of things, or it also indicates the character or the number or the measurement, like the size, the circumference, that kind of measurement, whatever it indicates, all these can be named as nouns or namapadagalu. Now there are 9 different types of nouns. So the first one is Vastuvachaka Namapada. This is a very common noun. This is having a combination of, there are 3 different types of this noun. So we have, just like how we have in English, common noun, proper noun, all that comes under Vastuvachaka Namapada. Then Gunavachaka Namapada, it is similar to the adjectives that we have in English. Sankhya Vachaka Namapada, it specifies the number of the noun. Then Sankhya Vachaka Namapada, and the position, in what position in the number system is that particular noun. We will see the definitions further. I am just giving a brief about what each noun means. Then Parimana Vachaka Namapada, Bhava Suchaka. Parimana is measure, how big it is, what is the size of it. Then Bhava Suchaka is like the abstract noun. Prakara Vachaka is like, suppose when you want to tell somebody you want something similar. So you say, I want something like this, I want something like that. You will compare the types. That is called as Prakara Vachaka. Then Digvachaka is the direction. The word which indicates the direction, that is called as Digvachaka Namapada. And the last one is Sarvanama Namapada. Sarvanama means it's a pronoun, similar to the pronoun we have in English. So this is just a brief of the different types, and now we will see in detail the definition of all of those nouns. So Vastuvachaka Namapada, ಯಾವುದೇ ವಸ್ತು, ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳಿಗೆ ಇರುವ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ವಸ್ತುವಾಚಕ ಎನ್ನುವರು. So anything which names a thing or a person or an animal or a place, that is called as Vastuvachaka. And there are 3 types of them. Okay, a name which indicates a thing or a person or an animal or a place is called as Vastuvachaka Namapada, and in that it is further divided into 3 types. The first one is Rudhanama. ರೂಢಿಯಾಗಿ ಬಂದಿರುವ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ರೂಢನಾಮ ಎನ್ನುವರು. So by practice, people keep on using that word again and again. That is the meaning of Rudi. So by practice, that words which have come into use, that is called as Rudhanama. This is very, very similar to common noun in English. So Udaharane, examples, Mara. Mara is a tree. A tree is a noun. Mannu, Mannu is soil. Janaru, people. Betta, hill. Nadi, river. All these are examples of Rudhanama. So it is basically the common noun, what you have learnt in English. Then Ankita Nama, ವ್ಯವಹಾರದ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡ ಹೆಸರುಗಳನ್ನು ಅಂಕಿತ ನಾಮ ಎನ್ನುವರು. So this is similar to the proper noun because each person or an animal or a thing, it will have a unique name. That is called as ankita nama. So vyavahara is like for communication and knowing one another. For that we will use ankita nama. And ankita nama is very, very similar to proper noun. Udaharane, Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra is a name of a river. It is a specific name of the river. It is not just any river. We are specifically talking about one river. That is why it is proper noun. Brahmaputra, Bengaluru, Kaveri, Lakshmi, Saraswati. All these are different names which uniquely identify that person or that thing. So that is why it is called as Ankita Nama, which means it is proper noun. Then Anvartha Nama. ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ರೂಪ, ಗುಣ, ವೃತ್ತಿ, ಸ್ವಭಾವಾದಿ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಹಾಗೂ ಅರ್ಥಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಸಾರ ನೀಡುವ ಹೆಸರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಅನ್ವರ್ಥನಾಮ ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ. So there is no equivalent of ಅನ್ವರ್ಥನಾಮ in English. So any word which specifies the character or a profession, a person's profession means the work he does, the job he does, or the nature of the person. Like for example, when I say blind, so you can relate that blind means that person cannot see. So this specifies a certain character of that person, right? So blind means a person cannot see. Deaf means a person cannot hear. Immediately when I say deaf, you immediately understand the meaning that that person cannot hear. So that's a special character to identify that person. So all this, or even the profession or the job that they do. So like for example, if I say doctor or a teacher, so you will know as soon as I tell that word, you understand what that profession is. What do they do in that job? So those kind of words are called as Anvartha Nama. So examples are Vaidya. Vaidya means doctor. Jana, this is specifying a quality of a person. That means somebody is very intelligent. So Jana, oh, he's an intelligent boy. So Jana is Anvartha Nama. Chalaka means driver. This specifies the profession of a person, the job he does. Shikshaka, again, it is specifying the job or the occupation of the person. Shikshaka means teacher. Kyuda, this is giving the characteristics of a person. Kyuda means deaf. That means a person cannot hear. Vijnani. Vijnani means scientist. So you know he's going to research and invent something new. So all these are called as Anvartha Nama. Basically words which specify a person's job or occupation or a certain character of that person. Like if he is deaf or dumb or blind, all these are called as Anvartha Nama. And all these three are Rudhanama, Ankita Nama and Anvartha Nama are three categories of Vastuvachaka. Then next is, we will see the next noun. This is Gunavachaka Namapada. This is very similar to adjectives that we use in English. Vastu athava vyaktigala guna ರೀತಿ ಸ್ವಭಾವವನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸುವ ವಿಶೇಷಣಗಳಿಗೆ ಗುಣವಾಚಕ ಎನ್ನುವರು. Something which specifies a certain character about whatever you are talking about, that particular noun, that is called as Gunavachaka. So for example, beautiful. Oh, that house is so beautiful. When you say what is beautiful there, beautiful is an adjective. So that is only Gunavachaka. Kempu, the color, red. Then Dodda means big. Volleya means good. Biliya, something which is white. So all these come as Gunavachaka. They are very similar to adjectives in English. Then Sankhyavachaka Namapada. This is very, very simple. A noun which indicates the number. ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುವ ಪದ. So a word which indicates a number is called as ಸಂಖ್ಯಾವಾಚಕ. For example, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all the numbers 40, 500, just the numbers what you use, that is ಸಂಖ್ಯಾವಾಚಕ ನಾಮಪದ. Then the next one is ಸಂಖ್ಯೇಯವಾಚಕ. Sankhya is like where you tell the position, like first, sixth, 100th, or you also tell it as two people, thrice, 3 times something happened, thrice, right? Or he is fourth. All these kind of words which specify the position. So that is called as Sankhya Vachaka. Okay, so ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದ ಪದಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಖ್ಯೇಯ ವಾಚಕ ನಾಮಪದ ಎನ್ನುವರು, which has the number, the position of the number. ಉದಾಹರಣೆ 2 ರಿಂದ 3, 5ನೆಯ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ. Okay. Gatra is size. So ಉದಾಹರಣೆ examples halavu. Halavu means many. You're talking about the quantity there. Many. Halavu pramana. Okay, that is pramana. The quantity you're describing. ಹೆಚ್ಚು, again more. This is also quantity. Ashtu, ishtu. All these mean quantity. So all these come as parimana vachaka. The next one is bhavanama. Bhavanama is where you, it's an abstract noun, okay, where you tell the vastu mattu kriyeya bhavavan. Okay, it's like an expression of something. That is called as which define the directions. That is called as Digvachaka.